So nice.
I don't want to be dramatic. Like, I never want to be dramatic, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not part of my personality. But I might just die. I'm like in the verge of my death. Like, death has never been clearer for me. Also, just like, I'm so sorry about the state of my being. I'm like, this is not planned. I'm starting to spiral, and I feel like that's a great time to start filming. So, you know, what better time to vlog than when you are absolutely losing it. Hi, I hope you've been enjoying the vlog so far. I'm going through a crisis, and I thought it would be fun to share it with you guys just because maybe you can help me out. I don't know about you, but I don't really like reading multiple books at the same time. If I try to read more than 2 books at the same time, I feel like my brain cannot handle that, and I just start mistaking everything. Like, I start thinking details of the book are part of my actual life, and it's just a very confusing time for me. So tell me why. I'm currently in the middle of 4 books. Like, why do I do this to myself? It's like I take my mental sanity for granted, and when I actually have like a modicum of sanity, I decide, nah, I don't need it. So I've definitely thrown my mental stability down the drain. I just want to talk to you guys about the books that I'm currently reading, and I'm also going to explain why I think I need to start more. And I need you guys to take me off this ledge. Like, I need you to explain to me why this is wrong and maybe make me seek some help, because I'm obviously in need of some. So the first book that I am in the middle of is Ariadne, written by Jennifer Saint. This is actually my November Patreon buddy read, so I need to read this one, and I want to read it earlier in the month because usually I leave my Patreon buddy reads until the very last day of the month, and it's just very stressful because I need to do a vlog about it, I need to discuss it, and it's just like, it's a lot. So for this month, I thought I'd try something different. You know, I haven't read that much. I'm only 70 pages in, chapter 7, and I am enjoying the story. If you'd like to know more about my thoughts, my Patreon is down below. I would highly recommend it. But yeah, this is the first book that I'm reading. In this book, we're following Ariadne, which is a Greek character. She is the sister of the Minotaur. You may have heard of him. He is this monster or this creature that lives in the labyrinth that is constructed by Daedalus. If you've heard of Daedalus before, he is the father of Icarus. Like, I feel like in Greek mythology, everything is connected some way. So you can just keep on linking all of these characters to different characters, and it's just never going to end. But yeah, basically we're following Ariadne, and it's her story basically, because we always hear about Theseus, which is the man who kills the Minotaur, but we never really know much about Ariadne, which is the reason that Theseus managed to kill the Minotaur. So this is a very interesting feminist retelling of Greek mythology, and I'm very excited to continue it. But I am also in the middle of reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is book 5 of Harry Potter, and I am this way through. Look at my cute bookmark though. I'm obsessed with it. I'm in chapter 19, which is not that. I am in chapter 19, which is The Lion and the Serpent, and it's page 369. This has 800 pages, so I'm not even halfway through this book, but I'm rereading it with a friend. You may have heard of them before. Their name is Sid. I love them with all my heart. We've been rereading the Harry Potter books for a while now, and we're on the 5th one. It's a good time. It's making me want to rewatch the movies all over again, even though I've done that like 700 times already. It's just the comfort that these books bring me. It's impossible to put into words how much these books mean to me, and the books as well. So yeah, it's been really fun rereading these books, especially when you're doing it with someone that you really enjoy talking books with, and just someone that you enjoy their company. So it's been great. But it is an 800-page book, so we'll see how I fare with this reread. And I'm also reading another book that I don't know the name of. I swear I do though. Where's my phone? Phone? Where are you at? The next book that I'm in the middle of is actually an ebook. That's why I'm bringing my, what is this? My phone out, yes. And it is called Realm of Hope by E.L. Lee. This is the first book in a trilogy, and I'm reading it with my friend Val. We started reading this book because it's been described as this Kingdom Hearts inspired fantasy book, and Val and I mean, Kingdom Hearts is our childhood basically, and we just think that as soon as something is compared to Kingdom Hearts, we're like, we have to do it, we have to read it, we have to see it, we have to just experience this, because Kingdom Hearts is just top tier video game history. And I'm really excited about this new fantasy book, especially because I've recently been getting back into my fantasy era, so I really hope that I enjoy this book. I feel like I will, because you can never go wrong with a Kingdom Hearts inspired book. So yeah, so I'm really excited about Realm of Hope, but again, it's another book that I have to add onto all the other books I'm reading, so I'm like losing it a little bit, but it's okay. If that wasn't enough, I'm also reading The Dragon's Promise, written by Elizabeth Lim. This is the second book of Six Crimson Cranes. I don't know if there's like a name for this series. Is it a trilogy? Is it a series? Is it a duology? The point is, this is a sequel to the book Six Crimson Cranes, and I really loved Six Crimson Cranes. Why is it so hard for me to say that title? Six Crimson Cranes. I loved it when I first read it, and I'm really excited about the sequel, but I have heard some mixed reviews. Hello? The mixed reviews are coming for me. Anyways, I'm really excited to read this, but I'm also just like hesitant about it, or I'm going to lower my expectations as low as they can go so that I can make sure that I'll appreciate this book for what it is and not hate it for not living up to what I thought it would be. So yeah, those are the 4 books that I'm currently in the middle of. And I'm like, it's not even a theory anymore. It's like proven that I'm losing my mind. It's also a way of just keeping myself accountable, because now that I've talked about these books, you guys know about them and I can't let you guys down. So I mean, maybe sometimes hit me up in the comments like, hey, how is this book going? Did you finish it or did you give up? You know, that would be really helpful. You know, just like a kind of little push sometimes that I need. Like when somebody challenges me to read a book, I'm just like, yeah, okay, you know what, I will read it. But when I challenge myself, it's more like, I'll just do it some other time. So now that I've talked about these books, I definitely need to read them. Please keep me accountable. Hopefully all of these books are going to be amazing. I mean, I know that Harry Potter is already going to be amazing, but hopefully I love Ariadne and the Dragon's Promise and A Realm of Hope. What's the name? Realm of Hope. I thought I would just give you guys this cute little silly goofy reading update because I haven't finished a single book in the month of November, and comparing my November month to October, where I read 18 books, and it was such a productive month, especially because I did the screen time, turning it into reading time challenge. So I just had a really productive reading month in October, and I feel like November, I'm kind of losing the fire. I'm kind of losing the hang of things, and I don't want to lose it. Like, I want to finish off 2022 with a bang. But if November keeps going the way that it is, I think I'm going to be letting myself down. So anyways, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below if you're reading any good books. I did get some fantasy book recommendations from you guys in my previous video where I asked you for some recommendations, so thank you so much for that. I do have this huge book haul incoming, so stay tuned for that. I may have gone a little bit overboard, but it's okay because it's all in the name of expanding my knowledge and becoming smarter and becoming a better version of myself. It's called character development, so nobody can hate me for that. For today, I think I'm just going to focus on reading Ariadne and Order of the Phoenix and just focus on filming the vlog for Ariadne and making sure that that goes up on time. I hope you're having a fantastic day whenever you're seeing this. I hope you keep on having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. We're back. Hi, it's a little bit later in the day. I've just been responding to some emails, watching some God of War playthroughs, you know, a normal Saturday evening or afternoon. And I realized that I haven't updated my current book series Notion in a long time. So I thought that it would be fun to go through my series and just update it together. So yeah, let's get this started. If you've seen my video where I go through every single book series that I'm in the middle of, then you know that I've prioritized the series and I've tagged them depending on my interest level. So some series are very high, and then it's high, and then it's medium, low, and eventually DNF. So I think I'm just going to focus on the very high and high categories because I'm pretty sure I haven't read any other books from the other categories. So the first series that I see here that I need to update is Attack on Titan omnibus versions. The last time that I updated it, I was on book 3, and I've read, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've read 4. Okay, I only need to add one more. Why did I think it was going to be more than that? I still don't know if the total books on the Attack on Titan omnibus versions is going to be 10. So that's just like a number that I put. But I don't think it's going to be 10 volumes only. I think there's going to be a bit more, but yeah. Crescent City, oh my god. I can finally update Crescent City because I read the sequel. If you haven't seen my swapping my screen time for reading time video, I read an 800-page book for that reading challenge where I read House of Sky and Breath. So there we go. Oh, good job, girl. I'm so proud of you. Jujutsu Kaisen. I also read Jujutsu Kaisen for that challenge, and I'm in volume 17. Wow, okay. From 14 to 17. That's amazing. Again, I don't know if it's going to be 20 volumes. That's just a random number that I put in the meantime. I also read Spy Family, and I'm in, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in volume 7. So from 3 to 7, I'm doing amazing. And I think those are, yeah, I think that's the only thing I need to update, honestly. I am currently reading Six Crimson Cranes, the sequel, which is The Dragon's Promise. And yeah, I guess now we should update my reading Notion because yes, they are separate things. Look at all these books. Look at The Dragon's Promise. Yes, I'm currently reading this. So let me add that. Read in 2022, there we go. And then I also need to add Realm of Hope because I haven't added it. Maybe we have a sword. Yes, why not? E.L. Lee. Genre fantasy, good to know. My computer is about to fly to the moon, apparently. Fly off to space. If you can hear that, that's ridiculous. Okay, source, ebook, read in 2022. Cover, there we go. What's going on, babes? What's going on? I have 2 tabs open, and this is how my computer sounds. I don't even know if you guys can hear this. We're off to space, babes. I do still need to answer some emails, so I think I'm gonna wait for my computer to like calm down, and then I'm just gonna keep on doing my stuff. Maybe while I wait, I can read a little bit of Ariadne, just because I am behind and I don't want to be behind. And the text, like the font size, it's big. It's like a big font size, so I feel like I can make good progress, maybe even reach page 100, which would be chapter 10. I think I can do that. It would only be this amount of pages. And I can do that. I can totally do that. So I think I'm going to read Ariadne for a while now. I mean, my computer did just shut up. I have so many reading updates for you guys, and I'm just so happy that I was able to really nurture my reading mood and just spend the weekend reading and focusing on the books that I wanted to read. And I'm so happy that I actually managed to read Ariadne. I read it, I cried, it was beautiful. I'm so happy that I got to document my reading journey and my experience reading this book, because it was such a beautiful journey. This book has one of the most beautiful writing styles that I've read in a long time, and I had so much fun doing the reading vlog. If you're interested, my Patreon is down below. I just had such a wonderful time reading Ariadne, and it's such a beautiful and heartbreaking story about women in Greek mythology and how so much of their stories are often erased from history because men are somehow always in the spotlight. You often hear about the Minotaur and Daedalus and all of the kings that could turn everything they touched into gold, but you don't often hear about the women behind these tales, and this is just such a beautiful story, and it's so fun as well. And all of the things that were happening, I was interested every single step of the way. So I'm so happy that this was November's Patreon buddy read pick because I loved it. After finishing Ariadne, I decided to read a bit more of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and this is where I am. I'm maybe literally halfway through or a little bit over. I'm in page 431, which is chapter 22, and it's St. Mungo's Hospital for Magical Maladies and Injuries. One thing I did want to mention about my reread of Order of the Phoenix is that I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than the first few times that I've read it, because the first few times I was so focused on being mad at Harry for being so mean to his friends and the people that loved him that I didn't really try to understand him or put myself in his shoes. On this reread, it's just so painfully obvious that all of the hatred and all of the mean things that he was saying to his friends was just a way of him masking his own fear and his own hurt feelings. And sometimes it's just so easy to forget that Harry is literally a teenage boy that's gone through so much trauma, and he hasn't really had anyone to tell him how to deal with these things. He's never gone to therapy. Lord knows he needed it, and he's literally just doing the best that he can with the materials that he has, or the tools that he has, which are none. For this reread, I'm definitely enjoying the story a lot more because I'm empathizing a lot more with Harry, me an empath. The last reading update is that I've made a lot of progress with The Dragon's Promise. I've made a lot of progress with The Dragon's Promise. Okay. This, again, as I mentioned, is the sequel to Six Crimson Cranes. I hate saying that title. I feel like I could never say it 5 times fast. Six Crimson Cranes, no. This morning I hosted some reading sprints with my Patreons, and I was reading The Dragon's Promise, and I actually made so much progress. It's insane. I started the sprints at page 115, and I stopped at page 350. Now, if my math is correct, which it probably isn't, I read over 200 pages in the span of these reading sprints. Something that definitely helped is that I was super concentrated in the story, and I was also in a really big reading mood. The vibes of the reading sprints were also immaculate, and the story itself is extremely fast-paced. So much is going on, and you don't really want to stop reading. So it was really easy for me to read this book during these sprints because I'm just really enjoying the story. I don't think I'm enjoying it more than Six Crimson Cranes. I think with the first book, I was having a little bit more fun because in this one, so much is going on that it feels like I can't quite catch a break, and I can't really enjoy the time that I'm spending with the characters because we're constantly running away from death. So, you know, it's fun to have a little death here and there, but constantly having to fight for your life and running from demons and just making sure dragons aren't on your tail, it's very stressful. And I think that that's hindering a little bit of my enjoyment of this story, but I'm so excited to continue reading. I have 130 pages left, and I can definitely finish this today or maybe tomorrow, but I'm in no rush. I'm literally not. I'm just so happy that I'm back on my reading mood. I'm so happy that I'm enjoying all of the books that I'm reading. So I'm just taking it slow. There's literally no rush. Hopefully before the month is over, definitely, most probably. But yeah, I'm so happy with all of the reading that I got to do for this weekend and this start of the week. I think I'm going to end the vlog here just because it is the start of a new week, so I kind of want to close this one off and just start another one immediately. But I really do hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite part was, what your reading plans are for the month. How are you doing? Let me know. Let's catch up in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. It keeps this channel alive and I would really appreciate it. So if you're still here, leave this emoji to let me know that you're a true simper. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey Jimmy, you nice. Keep going.